Croke Park to celebrate what is truly a special day in the GAA calendar, the AIB GAA Senior Club Championship Finals. It's a day when family, friends, parishes and supporters alike gather together in honour of the sports we do love so dearly here in the Emerald Isle and across the world on this famous day, St. Patrick's Day. It is a day we witness the culmination of so many months of preparation, hard work, sacrifice and thoroughly tough challenges. It is the day for outstanding teams to compete. What is the pinnacle of the AIB GAA Club Championship, and it is the day which will decide who is the toughest. Well, we do welcome you along to our coverage. First up, Na Piarsaigh versus Rory Og of Cushendall, and what a big game it is indeed for both teams. Both teams here in the club final for the very, very first time, and what a day to do it, and what a time to do it. What a game is in prospect as both teams are shown on your screens right in front of you. The captain, Cathal King of Na Piarsaigh, wearing number 7 today, and a good strong half-back line along with Michael Foley and Ronan Lynch, and one late change on the Na Piarsaigh team sees number 24 coming in there, which is Adrian Breen, in place of the number 12, which is Kevin Ryan. So that's a late change there for them, but both teams getting ready. In your picture, Aaron Graffin, the captain of Rory Og Cushendall. What a day it is for the Antrim hurler. A huge day for him today, with that late change on the Na Piarsaigh team sees Kevin Ryan opting out, and as I've said, the man coming in will be looking forward to the challenge as well. So it is a big day. Na Piarsaigh, of course, their Limerick team, they're here in Croke Park for the very first time. It's a showdown with Cushendall, and of course later on at 4 p.m. Castlebar Mitchells will take on Dublin's Ballyboten St. Enda's. Throw-in, as I said, is at 4. The Limerick and Munster champions Na Piarsaigh atoned for their semi-final defeats in 2012 and in 2014 when battling past Wexford's Owler de Ball on a scoreline of 122 to 20 points after extra time in that semi-final. That was an epic success, earned them the final playoffs here today with Cushendall. Well, there is Neil McManus, one of Cushendall's big players here today also. In the corner forward there, Peter Casey of Na Piarsaigh, the number 15. Cushendall, Rory Og, they qualified for this first ever AIB All-Ireland Senior Final Championship with a superb victory at Park Cholchin in Navan when they beat the Galway champion Sarsfields by 3-12 to 1 goal and 6. This win ended years of semi-final heartbreak for the Antrim team, as they finally made it through here on St. Patrick's Day, having lost all 8 semi-finals they had played prior to that. Sarsfields, the first team to win successive All-Ireland Club Hurling titles, just had no answer to the sheer strength of the Cushendall men. And we mustn't forget that not so long ago, Lochiel Shamrocks were the All-Ireland champions here in Croke Park when they defeated Cool Derry of Offaly. Well, a huge day in the Irish sporting calendar, a huge day for Irish people right across the world as the Uachtaráin come and look to Squale, and the officials for this afternoon, led by match referee Dermot Kirwan, greet the players from both sides, and as the Piarsaigh now make their way down along the line to say hello and good afternoon to Rory Og and Cushendall. They're all friends now, but they will be enemies for 60 minutes. 30 minutes of side, of course. It is club championship hurling and football on an impeccable surface here this afternoon in Croke Park, and that's a lovely sight to see as all the teams make their way down along that line and say hello to one another. Great to see Éireann Friel, the Uachtaráin Cumann Squale there. Nice messages from him as well. So to all the people across the world looking in all the various countries this afternoon and across the Emerald Isle, we say good afternoon to you. I did say that Dermot Kirwan is our match referee today. He's one of the game's most experienced officials. He's refereed All-Ireland finals at 3 levels, minor in 02 and 03, under 21 in 2012, and the senior in 07 and in 09. And his father Jerry also blew the whistle at senior level as well. And he's a Cork man. He's no stranger to St. Patrick's Day either, having taken charge of the 07 final between Ballyhale and Loughrea of Galway. And there is our officials just infield, and there is Cushendall having their pre-match chat. We wish them well. Huge day for the club. Antrim Hurling has its ups and downs, but they're one of the counties that has worked so hard at underage level. And to be fair to Na Piarsaigh, they're only 48 years old, a very young club. There is our match referee in your picture. And a big day for Na Piarsaigh's backroom team. Shane O'Neill, their banished door. Not so long since Shane hurled with the club. Kieran Birmingham and Alan Cunningham, and of course John McKillop, the banished door of Rory Cushendall, Barney Reid, Leonard McKeegan, Declan McKillop, Terence McNaughton. There we are, the great Sambo, Nicky Condon and John McKillop. Big backroom team there. There's the last minute chat from Na Piarsaigh. There's the animated fans and supporters that have travelled the length and breadth of the country and have travelled home from long distances across the seas to see their team. Every young team, every old club team traditionally love to get to Croke Park in a great tournament that was inaugurated in the early 70s. There has been some terrific winners of this competition as well. Ballyhale Shamrocks, we mentioned, they've won 6 All-Ireland titles. Burn from Offaly have 4, Portumna of Galway have 4, Glen Rovers of Cork have 2, the Bars of 2, Sarsfields Galway, Lochiel Shamrocks of Antrim, they have 2, and no Limerick team has ever won an All-Ireland club hurling final. But here they go on their first attack. That was Peter Casey, the number 15, ball stolen from him. Aaron Graffin, the captain, and number 4 of Cushendall in their maroon and white, playing from right to left. Na Piarsaigh in their navy and sky blue, predominantly sky blue, looking for their first shot on goal. Nice hand pass. Oh, there's a good goal chance now, controlled well. There's the strike. Oh, he's only on the field. He was introduced as a last minute replacement and he's already on the score sheet. Adrian Breen, the number 24. What a start for the Limerick club, Na Piarsaigh. There's the hand pass into the full forward. Lovely flick from Dempsey. Gets it to the number 24 and bang to the back of the net. 1 goal to the good Na Piarsaigh. You can't ask for much better in an All-Ireland club final with less than 1 minute on the clock. Good score. So less than a minute on the clock. Good open start. This is a good pick up by Will O'Donoghue, the midfielder of Na Piarsaigh. Nice ball downfield, but wasn't good enough. Cut out by Alec Delargy. Number 9 for Cushendall. Lovely strong player. Great eye for the goal as a strike. That's what I mean. We're in for some match here. 1 minute and 17 seconds on the board, on the clock, and we got a goal and we got a point. A goal for Na Piarsaigh. We got a point for Alec Delargy, the midfielder. Just looked at that goal on the Hill 16 end and his head bang. So Cushendall playing from right to left. That's well won back there by David Dempsey, the man who orchestrated last goal. Beautiful hurler, this man as well. Fine big player, 6'2", great centre of gravity, great strong run. Couldn't grab it the second time, can now, because it's hit the deck, and Owen Campbell, the centre back, has done well for Cushendall. Lovely stick work from him. Come on in the left hand, ball in the right now. The clearance from Campbell, well downfield. Nice ball in field. They got to control this Cushendall. They need a good positive start. The man being held there was Neil McManus. He's a stalwart with Antrim on any given day, and Cushendall have the free in. And there's when the ball went down. That's why it's good to get out in front of your man and win that ball. It was McManus, listed at centre forward, but was in a full forward berth at that time. He's shown plenty of commitment to the Antrim senior hurling team. Many club players in the county often question to see can they put a stop to this man, but not too many can. And there he is, the number 11. McManus just outside the D to the Hill 16 end. 2 for Rory Cushendall and 1 goal for Na Piarsaigh. If you joined us late, Adrian Breen with a goal on 55 seconds, which was well orchestrated. Neil McManus with that free, and Alec Delargy with a point from play, getting Cushendall's opening score this afternoon. Big ball downfield, breaks into no man's land. Racing onto it is Adrian Breen. Doesn't get there. It's going to be a free out to Cushendall. Good defending from them. Shane McNaughton. Shane and Christy, of course, brothers, sons of Sambo, the selector. So it still remains 2 points Cushendall, 1 goal Na Piarsaigh. Free out for Cushendall. This is Sean Delargy, the number 7. Good strike, good old clatter off that. Beautiful sunny day in Dublin. Little bit cold in the shade, and a slight breeze blowing from the canal end down towards Hill 16. So it is Na Piarsaigh playing into that breeze, but it won't have any great effect on the game. Here they go again, same man again, and he's got another score, Adrian Breen. That's a goal and a point for the number 24. He did start the game in place of Kevin Ryan at left half forward. They have retoted their forwards some way now, and a lovely little first touch from him, picked his spot, and in it goes. So 1-1 Na Piarsaigh. Ball breaks in the middle of the park. That should be in a Piarsaigh line ball. Paddy McGill in your picture, number 13 for Cushendall. And that's Shane O'Neill, the banished door of Na Piarsaigh. What a big day it is for Shane. Five seasons ago, Shane O'Neill was still an active member of the Na Piarsaigh team. He first come to the notice as a member of the county championship winning intermediate team in 1994. He's not retired too long. The man in possession is Shane McNaughton. Good ball from him, turning onto his left hand side. Big ball downfield, breaks between the 45 and 65. That's Conor Carson. There's plenty of inter-county experience for Antrim as well. Good quick hurling from the Antrim men. Ball sent in field. This is Neil McManus, the beautiful hurler. Needs a little bit of support now. Turns out of trouble. The Piarsaigh have got to remain disciplined. Got a nice ball in towards Christy McNaughton. Christy centred that ball. Work out for Christy, tidied up by Will O'Donoghue, but danger. Back in it goes, but it's wide. First wide of the afternoon goes to Rory Og of Cushendall. Strike coming there from Alec Galargy. He's the man that got the opening score. That was the initial block down. There was the shot. He's just inches wide. So first wide of the game. So Na Piarsaigh still lead by 2. 1 goal and 1 point. A total of 4 points. Cushendall's 2. Here going Na Piarsaigh of Limerick again. This is David Dempsey. Dempsey blocked down. Goes again. Beautiful layoff towards Shane Dowling, the Limerick inter-county star. Dowling sends it in. Just give him 1/2 chance. And he will punish you, Shane Dowling. Beautiful player. Lovely finish from Shane. Just 17 when he lined out at full forward on the Art School Reach team that won the Harty Cup back in 2010. And he's already made a big impression and has a big reputation for himself. And scoring in a club final is another one for him as well, as Shane McNaughton tries to tidy this one up, get it up onto the stick, does well under pressure, knocks it across towards Paddy McGill, the number 13. First touch for Paddy. The layoff back to Owen Campbell. Oh, Campbell's blocked down. And this man is working hard. Adrian Breen, 1-1 so far, and a steal there, but Cushendall work hard. They come back and clear their lines. That was David Carney for Cushendall. And now it's with Alec Galargy. He's hooked from behind. Na Piarsaigh, they work so hard. David Breen, another inter-county Limerick star. Good old battle in the middle of the park, but this man is really to the fore in the opening minutes here. Adrian Breen, referee has spotted a foul. Referee is Dermot Kerwin. He gives the free into Na Piarsaigh. That's the 65-metre line. Just watch it again. That's Campbell putting in the clearance. There's the block down by Adrian Breen. And from another camera on the other side, there's a little bit of a hook coming from David Breen. And the hard-working Adrian Breen doing well. So the Mayor Ishka, the Waterman, is very busy this afternoon. The sun still shines brightly in downtown Dublin. Over 500,000 people on the streets of Dublin earlier today for the St. Patrick's Day parade. TV crews from right across the world bringing all the coverage from the Emerald Isle, and of course a huge year, the celebration of the 1916 Rising, all coming up in the next few weeks as the Piarsaigh sent in another one. 1-3 to 2 points. Shane Dowling, he's second of the afternoon. Lovely blue skies of Dublin. A lovely cut between the posts for Dowling. 1-3 Na Piarsaigh, 2 points Cushendall. Cushendall's 2 scores coming through Neil McManus and Alec Galargy in the middle of the park. 1-1 for Adrian Breen, 2 points for Shane Dowling. And not a bad opening 9 minutes to the IB Senior Club Final, as that's Kieran Breen. Big ball for him downfield. Cushendall have got to be careful there. Ryan McCambridge, he's another inter-county star as well. McCambridge gets himself out of trouble. Back to Martin Burke at full back. The number 3 gets it downfield. Breaking ball will favour Na Piarsaigh. That's Will O'Donoghue, the number 9. This is Adrian Breen looking for another one. His flight path blocked off there by Owen Campbell, but the referee said it was a little bit frontal. And it looks like David Breen has won the free this time. David and Adrian both wearing yellow helmets, both similar build. So there we are. David wins the free this time. Not Adrian, but it definitely was Adrian got the goal and the point. There's the man who gave away the free. He's got a yellow card for his troubles as well. Owen Campbell. Cushendall coming into this game, we're quietly optimistic about causing another surprise at the GAA headquarters. Neil McManus has won 7. Paul, in the Sarsfields tie proved just how relevant he is to the Cushendall team, but this man is very relevant to the Na Piarsaigh team. That's Shane Dowling, and that's his second free. And Shane O'Neill in your picture has to be a happy man. As Owen Gillen, Cushendall goalkeeper, strikes that ball downfield. Breaking ball goes towards David Breen of Na Piarsaigh. Big, strong player, plenty of speed. Gets away from his marker. That's beautiful stick work from Breen. Lovely carry, that's the 14. The keeper got a touch on it, but that's beautiful running from David Breen. Now straight out across in front of Owen Gillen in that goal. And that's a clear wide for Na Piarsaigh and their first of the afternoon. So we're into the 11th minute. Owen Gillen in the shadows of the Davin stand, down towards the corner of Hill 16 and the Cusack stand. And that was accidental, but Neil McManus has come out the worst of that. Cathal King, the captain, saying to the referee, no malice there, ref, but he did catch him, so we'll be looking at a card here. Nice to see sensible communication between the players and the referee. Cathal knows he can't do that, didn't do it deliberately, but it's against the rules and he gets a yellow card. That's it there. Well, it looked a little bit worse in slow motion there. Just got caught. Can't do that. Neil McManus is suffering after that as well, so second indications it was a little bit out of character from Cathal King. Let's hope Neil McManus is okay. Fine player, Neil. Made his Cushendall senior debut when he was just 15 years old, marking veteran down hurler Marty Mallon in the league game against Portaferry. He's arguably the best known Antrim hurler at National League level in recent years. Antrim had a bad result last week, defeated by Carlow. Carlow with their very first win in the Alliance National Hurling League in County Antrim in competitive action in the history of the GAA. 9 attempts. Carlow got the first, but we have to be fair to Antrim and say they're without their kingpins of Rory O, Cushendall, which can bring a county back a bit, with all due respects to the guys who are playing. And that's a wide ball for Cushendall. Could have done with that one. Neil McManus with the strike. He's a man who will certainly help Antrim's causes going into the championship and the future, I should say. Antrim, of course, play London at the weekend in the Alliance National Hurling League Division 2A. We get down to the business end of the hurling and football leagues as Cushendall come forward. This is Shane McNaughton. Good strike from Shane. Quality player. He's got the white flag. 2 midfielders on the score sheet from play. Delargy and now Shane McNaughton, the number 8. Good score from him. That's the 45. 5 metres in from the sideline. And he drills it. Good score. Outcome, Na Piarsaigh. Big ball downfield. Cornerback's just got to watch that. Good old battle there with Adrian Breen. Goal and a point for Adrian so far. Ball breaks back in the middle of the field. That free didn't work out too well. This is Owen Campbell for Cushendall. Big ball downfield. Flicks. Back in field, full back gets called upon for probably the first time in the game. That's Kieran Breen. His clearance wasn't brilliant. Here's a chance. That's taken a deflection. That will be a 65. Nervous times for Na Piarsaigh. They have a little bit of a comfortable lead at the moment. It's only 4 points. It's not a lot in hurling. There's the clearance. Cushendall competed well there. It was Donald McNaughton, and he gave it everything. Lovely catch. Wasn't under pressure. Threw it onto his right-hand side. And just flew by the right-hand side. Good effort. That goal on his mind. Get his team back into the game, but they're not out of it by a long shot. 65 will be taken by centre forward Neil McManus. 27 now, Neil. 3 Ulster Senior Hurling Championship titles, 5 Antrim Senior Hurling Club titles. He'd love to add an All-Ireland AIB Senior Club title to his CV. Good long steady look at the posts. Neil McManus, that's the 65. They're the ones you have to get in Croke Park on All-Ireland final day. 3 wides for Oreo Cushendall now. Audrey Kennedy, goalkeeper for Na Piarsaigh. He's also 27. 3 Munster titles, 3 Limerick titles. He's got a Limerick under 21 title to his name as well, the goalkeeper, and an intermediate and junior football title. There's confirmation of your wides, 3-1. Free in. From the 45, referee has spotted something there, and I think he's heard something now as well, because he looks like a man has moved inside to his umpires and moved that ball forward. There's a little bit of holding there. The arm was held. David Carney, the guilty party. There he is, a little bit of a tug on the arm after the hurling stick was dropped. So Shane Dowling looking for his fourth, into the shadows, he's got it. 3 frees, 1 from play for Shane. Quality player. Here come the Pierce again. This is Peter Casey, the number 15. Lovely turn from him, made a yard, takes the strike. And that's another white flag for the Limerick man. Peter Casey, first of the full forwards to be on the score sheet. 4 for Dowling, 1-1 for Adrian Breen, and now a point for Peter Casey. Just cut back out to the 21, the number 15. Nice finish from him. Ball breaks in the middle of the park, tidied up by Mike Foley. Good old Limerick name, Foley. So we've got the axle and the rugby. Here comes Shane Dowling. Dangerous man, Shane Dowling. Oh, good stop. Taken off the stick by Sean Delargy. And that was great defence. He just had to do it because if a goal went in there, Rory Yoger in trouble. Back helping out is Donald McNaughton. Good ball from them. Keeping it moving, Cushendall. Big ball downfield. The break will favour Limerick. Cornerback Kieran Kennedy. Good ball from Kennedy. Gives Alan Dempsey every chance. First touch was good. Second might be even better. Ah, good strike, good hurling. Alan Dempsey, the midfielder, with number 8 from the Piarsaigh. Now on the score sheet, and there he is. Good finish for him. He had a good early look at that post, and on the run he struck that with conviction, and that is a tremendous finish. There's Dowling. That's the hook just before that, but the Piarsaigh worked hard to get back in, and Dempsey's put him onto 1-7. Bit of a gap opening up on that scoreboard now. Here they come again. Alan Dempsey. Oh, lovely intelligent hand pass, Alan. He got that bang on, and it's another white flag. It's a purple patch for the men from Limerick as David Breen registers his first score. 1-8-3. The favourites, Na Piarsaigh, in their sky blue shirts with navy trim. One of the youngest clubs in the country, 48 years of history, and their first All-Ireland club final. Good sporting game, okay, 2 yellow cards, but nothing malicious about them. Cushendall have to defend here again. David Carney was good this time, gets it out of trouble from inside the D. He's got to find his man. Oh, there was a clash there. And we have an injured party, and it looks like Neil McManus has come out the worst of that. Don't forget, coming up at 4 o'clock, we will bring you Castlebar Mitchells against Ballyboat and St Enda's in the AIB Senior Football Final. Harry Moran, of course, kicked Castlebar Mitchells into Croke Park as his late score squeezed out Crossman Glen Rangers. And Ballyboden, of course, ensured they'll be the ones lining up against the Mayo men with a 15 points to 10 extra time slaying of Clonmel Commercials. There's that clash on your slow motion, and it is Neil McManus has come out the worst of that. He clashed with Ronan Lynch. So let's hope both parties are okay, and that they do continue on what is a big day for them, their families, their club, their parish, their friends, etc, etc. Piarsaigh, of course, have won 3 Munster titles in 5 years. They've subsequently suffered All-Ireland semi-final heartbreak. So that's why this game is interesting. There's blood, so there will be a blood sub here for a moment. Neil McMahon is just cut under the chin. Gets a little bit of assistance. Here's the slow motion. If you're a little bit squeamish, don't watch the full impact. I'm just showing you a few of the replays now that have happened in the early minutes of this game, but it is. If you just joined us, Adrian Breen's goal set Na Piarsaigh on their way. He followed up with a point as did Shane Dowling with 3 place balls. Alan Dempsey, David Breen, Shane Dowling again, and Peter Casey, all from play, scoring for Na Piarsaigh. And here they go again. Here's Kevin Downs. Kevin fires one in. Oh, he's wide. That is wide. That could be put down as a bad wide. It's only their second. And if you're a Cushendall supporter, an Antrim Hurling supporter, and you've just joined our coverage, McManus with a free, and both midfielders, Delargy and Shane McNaughton, are on the score sheet. So Owen Laverty is in as a temporary substitution for the Cushendall men, and they go forward. Owen wearing number 29, that's him in possession. Tidied up though by Ronan Lynch, the centre back, who clashed with McManus. So McManus will receive a bit of attention on the sideline. Conor Carson, another man that has inter-county experience, down towards Christy McNaughton. Big ball from Christy, 1 against 1 here. Pulled on. Now can it work out for Cushendall? Sean McAfee, he went for glory. Ground strike from the number 12. Just wasn't to be. There's the breaking ball. Kieran Breen was goal side. There's McPhee. And he got a good strike on that. And when they go in, they look good. But you can't blame the lad for having a crack at that. It's another wide for Cushendall. And we have another free from match referee Dermot Kerwin. So just over 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Shane Dowling looking for his 5th point of the afternoon. Of course, their semi-final was interesting. Na Piarsaigh, there was a free just like now, but that was from Oiler's Nicky Kerwin, which forced extra time. But Na Piarsaigh stayed the distance, finishing strongly to emerge 122-20 scoreline. David Breen, influential figure with Na Piarsaigh. The exciting forward unit also of Kevin Downs, and that man that just scored that point, Shane Dowling, proving to be winning material on that day against the Wexford men. So Dowling has got his 5th, and Neil McManus returns, and Owen Laverty goes back to the bench in reverse for that blood sub. McManus back to Shane McNaughton. He's blocked down. There's a chance now for the Cushendall men. That's Alec Delargy already on the score sheet, but that's another wide. He'll be disappointed because that's their 5th, and he shows his frustration. He knows he probably should have scored that. Good quick ball outfield. The layoff was beautiful. This is Alan Dempsey. Good ball from Dempsey, and that's a great white flag. 2 for him. Then a Piarsaigh midfielder. Years of age, Alan. 3 Limerick titles like many of his teammates, and that under-21 title. He's also got that intermediate title to his name as well. Great career ahead of him as well. 2 points in the club final, and only 24 minutes played here in Croke Park. Cushendall are battling hard. We just haven't got the end product at the moment. Sideline official on the far side, Barry Kelly, gives the sideline ball to Cushendall. Shane McNaughton will take this. Better chances up there. Na Piarsaigh have scored 11 from 14. While Cushendall have only returned 3 from 9. Now can Cushendall orchestrate something here? Oh, there's a goal chance now. Oh, is that a foul? Knows it, the referee. They play football in Antrim too. And when he couldn't get the strike in with the stick, he had a shot. That could be a talking point. Like to see that again. Was there a free in it? Umpire didn't call the ref. Referee didn't call the umpire. Referee didn't give a free. So obviously they didn't see any harm done here. And can they turn defence into attack? Yes, they can, because Kevin Downs has scored at the opposite end of the park, while Rory Oak Cushendall might have got a score at the other end. Goals win matches, and the Piarsaigh have a massive scoreline with 5 minutes to the half-time whistle. A nice ball downfield. He got a bit of luck. He turned inside Ryan McCambridge, got it onto his left-hand side and drilled it low to the bottom corner. There was the magic touch. Kevin Downs, bang, there we go. 2 goals for the Piarsaigh. 2-10 to 3 points. They've got one hand on that cup. Cushendall with a beautiful strike from out on the sideline. And that's a good show of character by the men from County Antrim. Shane McNaughton, 2 for him. They need more. 4 minutes remaining of normal time in the first half. Padraig Kennedy in the Piarsaigh goal. Big ball for him. Breaks underneath the Hogan stand. Back come Cushendall. Shane McNaughton wins that line ball. He'll actually take it as well. In the Antrim County final, Cushendall trail Ballycastle by 9 points. O'Donnell McNaughton and Owen Campbell pounced for opportunistic goals to spearhead Rory Oak's remarkable revival. Now, can they do it here? That's the big question, because they need goals and they need plenty of points. 2-10 to 4, massive scoreline, 16 points to 4 in total. Here come Cushendall, Conor Carson, 2 in a row for them. Carson's on the score sheet. Good play, Cushendall. That's what we like to see. Good team spirit, pride and passion. Gets away from Ronan Lynch, picks his spot. There's your score. Well done, Conor Carson. Oh, beautiful control on the far side. David Breen, touch judge or sideline official, was happy enough with that. Cushendall win that in the back line. That was Ryan McCambridge, wins the free. Held as he tried to relieve that pass. So can Cushendall notch up 1 or 2 more before the break? That was actually Aaron Graffin, the captain, on the opposite side of the park. He was to start at, well, he did start at left cornerback. He found himself in a right cornerback position there. Free out to Cushendall. More water taken on board by the team. Back goes Shane McNaughton. Massive strike if he gets it. He's given it welly. He's given it everything. Big ball. Where's that gone? Oh, breaks outfield, and Will O'Donoghue was there. Hooked from behind by Conor Carson. Good work, Carson. He wins it back, turns in field. Referee says he was fouled, and he's calling one of the Na Piarsaigh players. Great grit and determination from Cushendall, trailing 2-10 to 5, and they're absolutely giving it everything. Wasn't a whole lot in it, but that's what the free was for, one would feel. Mike Casey gets the yellow card. Soft enough, and again, you cannot do that. So 2-10 to 5. We should have 2-10 to 6 now. Neil McManus to step up for the free for Cushendall. A beautiful part of the world in County Antrim, along the coast. Neil McManus, right over the black spot. Another one for Neil. 2 for him in total, and Cushendall are on to 6. So there's 10 between them. They came back from 9 in that county final. What can they do here? Of course, Lougheed Shamrock's Liam Watson inspired victory over Coolderry in 2012. He showcased what an Antrim club can do. Remember the Offaly champions that time, Coolgary. These are the Limerick champions in the Piarsaigh, and Cushendall, the Antrim and Ulster champions. What can they do? Well, they've given away a free here now, and you just can't give away frees to a man in the calibre of Shane Dowling. Sean Nalargy was the guilty party on this occasion, just hauled him from behind. There we go, cannot do that. And that's as good as putting the ball over the bar for them. 2-10 to 6, it now could become 2-11, 5 metres in from the sideline. The Hogan stand side, right below the press box. And Shane Dowling. He made his senior debut in his first year out of minor in 2012 and has been a mainstay of the Treaty County attack ever since. Hit 3 points as a sub in Limerick's 2013 Munster final win, and he won an All-Star back in 2014. But we're going upstairs for the first time today. Hawkeye. Nice big cheer. If it's a tall, if it's a kneel, well, we've 2 minutes of added time anyway. Dermot Kerwin and his umpires working well together. So let's see the Shane Dowling point at. Here we go. Hawkeye. No, it's a kneel. So that can be put down as a bad wide. 2-10 to Piarsaigh, 6 points Cushendall. Still 10 points between them. 1 minute of the 2 additional that we have added to play out here in Croke Park. Here come the Limerick men and Will O'Donoghue. Nice play from the number 9. Down into the shadows in front of the Davin. Beautiful ball to Peter Casey. He's on the score sheet already, and he's on it again. Peter Casey, the number 15. He's only 18 years of age, Peter. He won that Munster medal, his first one. He's won Limerick title. And he's one hand on an All-Ireland title. But don't rule out Cushendall. They're tough in that part of the world. They could bounce back, but the Piarsaigh are playing very well in this first half. Very businesslike, an economical performance. And are they going to finish with a flourish? Yes, they are. That's the difference. Give them half a chance and they'll put you away. And this time it is Kevin Downs. A goal and a point for Kevin in the first half, both from play for the number 13. There he is in your picture, Kevin. Another one of the Limerick stars, a man to keep an eye out for in the Munster Championship. And what a Munster Championship we're going to have this year. Waterford playing great hurling. Brack's referee Dermot Kerwin blows the half-time whistle here in Croke Park for half-time in the AIB Club Championship Hurling Senior Final. As the Piarsaigh supporters, who are the happier, and for that man giving them the great start, Adrian Breen with a goal and a point. Shane Dowling deadly from frees, along with Peter Casey up front and Kevin Downs picking off some nice scores. Good sporting game. Cushendall just failing in the... Well, welcome back to Croke Park on this beautiful, fine, sunny day here, St. Patrick's Day. There is your half-time score. The Limerick champions and the Piarsaigh leading by 2 goals and 12 points, a total of 18 points. To Rory O. Cushendall from County Antrim, 6 points. They've got to find 12 points fairly quickly. Rory O. Cushendall. And they will play from left to right in this the second half in their maroon and white shirts. And the Piarsaigh of Limerick will defend and play from right to left. Cushendall have a free in. Mikey Casey, referee said guilty of a foul there. Soft enough. Free in for Neil McManus. And a chance, and a glorious chance for Cushendall to open their account in this the second half. Plenty of music in Croke Park today, plenty of talented people, plenty of music on the streets of Dublin and all the counties of Ireland and across the world. And they're all getting ready now for the New York St. Patrick's Day parade as Neil McManus sends in his point over the bar. First of the second half goes to the Antrim champions. I'm sure there's a big parade in Limerick and in Belfast. Cushendall has a good spin from Belfast City as Cushendall go forward. Shane McNaughton, his father a legend and probably the best known of Antrim hurlers. Confirmation of both teams on the bottom of your screen. The ball goes forward again. Cushendall with their second chance. No changes in the backs or in the midfield for the start of the second half. as you were for Cushendall. Here come the Piarsaigh. They're looking for their first of the second half, and that looks good. And that indeed it is. He started where he started off in the first half. Adrian Breen, 1-2 in total. He got the first score of the game, and you'll see his name on your right hand side there with number 24. He started the game in place of Kevin Ryan, and there is no other changes onto the Piarsaigh team at half time either. And Adrian Breen, the number 24, has got another score. Ball breaks in the middle of the park. What can Cushendall do here? This is Conor Carson. He's on the score sheet already. Big Conor races forward, chased all the way. Good play, but then the ball is taken off the stick. Chance now for Paddy McGill. He's closed down. A plethora of the Piarsaigh defenders get goal side of him. And there's an illegal challenge there on Shane McNaughton as he went for the strike. And the referee's given the free in. As I've said earlier, Cushendall had been defeated in 7 previous semi-final contests. So the spirited, skillful manner in which they advanced to today's final has brought particular joy. They'll be a little bit disappointed at the moment. It looks like there's a change in, but they have that point now as well, and it's another one for McManus. Sean Delargy is the man to make way there. So a change on the Rorio Cushendall team. 2-13 to 8 points at half time. It was 2-12 to Na Piarsaigh, 6 points to Rorio Cushendall. So Paddy Burke is confirmed as the replacement for Shane Delargy. So Paddy will wear number 26. Meanwhile, it's Ronan Lynch to free from the middle of the park for Na Piarsaigh. Into the Hill 16 end. He's got it. Good score, Ronan. He's on the score sheet. Fine lad too, Ronan. He's only 19. Got 3 Limerick under 21 hurling championship titles to his name, and 1 senior. He could be about to add an AIB senior club title. Conor Carson did very well there for Cushendall, the number 10. And now Cushendall moved that ball across the middle of the park. Neil McManus blocked down. Good work ethic from the Piarsaigh. Back to David Dempsey. Orchestrated the first goal. Had a part to play in the second for Na Piarsaigh. On they come again. Shane Dowling. He had a big part to play in that first half, and he's going to have a big part to play in the second half, because he's put that one in as well. His second from play. He had 4 from frees, 1 from play in the first half, and he just got that little extra touch there. Got a yard for himself, and off his left hand side. Finished it with a plumb into the Hill 16 end. And 2-15 to 8 points. It's a much of a muchness now of how it finished at the first half. Cushendall promised opening second half, but they're on the receiving end now as Na Piarsaigh hit a purple patch, and that is David Breen with his second. So 2-16 to 8 points is 24 points to 8. It's a big score line. The only Antrim team to win in All-Ireland, well, 2 All-Irelands in actual fact, was Lockheed Shamrocks. And as I've said earlier, well, if you missed it, no Limerick team has ever won an AIB senior title. And now the Piarsaigh have a free up. Mike Casey fouled on this occasion. 2 for Glen Rovers of Cork, 2 for Finbars of Cork, 2 for Sarsfields of Galway, and 2 for Lockheed Shamrocks. 1983 and 2012. And here go Na Piarsaigh again. Well, it's becoming a bit of a turkey shoot now. 2-17. Adrian Breen again. And that's 5 points for Na Piarsaigh in the second half. 2 points for Rory Og of Cushendall, and a few running repairs there. So, I mean, what does John McKillop do at this stage? This team have come up against a crack Na Piarsaigh team, led by that man Shane O'Neill. Ivanish Store. Cathal King, of course, the left half back, their captain. regarded as one of the most unsung heroes of the Na Piarsaigh team. He's produced a number of inspirational performances on their journey to this final. He's also played in a number of positions in defence, but has also pointed some crucial scores. And he's been a member of the Limerick squad since 2013. Here they come again. This is Peter Casey looking for his third point of the afternoon, and he's got it. And the Tommy Moore Cup looks certain now to be on the way west of the Shannon. Peter Casey with his third. Just ran away from everybody else. Lovely control on the stick. Simple finish in the end for Peter. And Cushendall introduce another man. That's Carol McKeegan. Carol is coming on for Donald McNaughton. Referee not happy with the challenge in the middle of the park. Sun shines brightly on all the patrons on the Cusick stand side on the far side of the park. Wasn't an awful lot in that, but the referee said it was a free. Shane McNaughton will take this, midfielder. In around the house it goes. It's a goal for Cushendall. Anything can happen in hurling when you hit in a ball like that. Now it's somewhat of a lifeline, but they still have a mountain to climb. And Neil McManus says, come on lads, we're a little bit better than this. There's the ball up, goes in, back of the net. Just watch it again. Who got the final touch is the big question. Ball in for McManus. But it's struck in well. As the man in the middle of the park, Alec Delargy, can take credit for that. So they've got the goal, 2-18 to 1-8. 24-11, still a big score line. Great day for a game of hurling. There's one thing Cushendall won't do, they won't give up. It's hard when you look up at that scoreboard and see the gap on it. But both of these teams have bounced back. But in the manner in which Na Piarsaigh are playing today, it's going to be difficult for Cushendall to get anything more out of this game, only to put in a good performance for the remaining minutes. We have 39 played now. We are 9 minutes into the second half. And Cushendall centre back Owen Campbell comes forward. Again, spoon style. Inside, lovely touch from 13, which is Paddy McGill. And then Paddy just ran out of trouble. Now, is the referee giving a free here to Paddy? He's calling in somebody. It's a free to Cushendall. And there's no real need for Na Piarsaigh to be in discipline. Maybe they're trying to break the momentum of Cushendall. But they've a long way to go. John McKill up the banished door. What's going through John's head at the moment? That's a yellow card for Na Piarsaigh. And Shane Dowling picks up that yellow card. Their crowd are just encouraging Cushendall. They love their hurling in County Antrim. Some terrific teams over the years. Of course, O'Donovan Rossa from Belfast City were beaten in an All-Ireland club final back in 1989 by the famous Buffers Alley of Wexford. Tony Dorn played that day. So did Kieran Barr for O'Donovan Rossa. Jerry Rogan. Chris Condon, centre half back, came on as a 19-year-old sub. Some great players. Here come Na Piarsaigh. They have some terrific ones. The pull wasn't good from Kevin Downs, and that's gone to the left and wide. And may I say, all those Antrim fellas went on to do wonders for Antrim. Kieran Barr in particular, an all-star. Sambo on the sideline today, selector with Cushendall, another all-star. And he had a great innings as a player as well, Sambo. Turns McNaughton. Played from 1980 up to 2000 as an Antrim senior hurler. 20 years, as well as being manager of both teams, club and county. Sideline ball for Shane McNaughton. And that's another Shane O'Neill. Limerick man, men of all occupations and professions on both teams. We have surgeons, plumbers, carpenters, solicitors, all working men. Obviously they'll all have a day off tomorrow. but all back to work on Monday. Win, lose or draw. I don't think I can use the phrase in the event of a draw we'll be going to extra time. It's not looking like that now. But we won't write off anybody yet. Cushendall are doing their best to get back into the game with a splendid first half performance from Na Piarsaigh and a great second half performance from Na Piarsaigh could deprive the Cushendall men of success. That's Alan Dempsey with his third point of the afternoon as the sun shines brightly on the supporters who are mixed in on the far side. And don't forget, coming up at 4 o'clock, Castlebar Mitchells from County Mayo versus the south side of Dublin, Ballyboten St Enda's, as Cushendall come forward. That's Sean McPhee, free inside the 45 for Sean. There he is, the number 12, and we have another change coming now. That's Aidan McNaughton, he's on for Christie. Christie, of course, Christie McNaughton at corner forward. Quite enough game for Christie, but doesn't always go your way in Croke Park. So two of the full forward line change now. Donald and Christie replaced as McMahon sends in another one, his fifth of the afternoon. So 110 for Cushendall. It's a more competitive run for the Limerick men. Dowling on the far side. Centre's a good ball. Full back did well there, Martin Burke for Cushendall. Downfield, that stuck as well. Man wearing 17, Carol McKeegan. Good direct ball. Down into the shadows. Cushendall have it. Can they get something here? Spread out wide, another goal chance. Just didn't come down quick enough. They have a second bite of the cherry. Cushendall going forward. Good defence, Na Piarsaigh. Not giving an inch in there. Back it comes again. Na Piarsaigh try and shovel it up. Bit of stalemate now. And the referee says, I'll have a piece of that, and we'll throw it in on the 21-yard line or 20-metre line, whatever you like to call it. Told you Cushendall wouldn't give up. Trailing at half-time, 2-12 to 6 points. They now trail 2-19 to 110. It's a huge day for both clubs. Here they come again. Back in around the house it goes. Oh, it just wouldn't come down again. Great defence again from Na Piarsaigh. They've got a lot of men goal side of the attacker, and it's Alan Dempsey who scored 3 points already, found himself in a full back position, and this man is a candidate for man of the match. Adrian Breen looking for another one, and Adrian Breen has got it. That's 1 goal and 4 points for the big number 24, who wasn't to start the game. He did, and what a game he's having. Just look at him go with that ball, has a look at the post, sends it in, straight as an arrow. Good finish, Adrian. And it all came from Cushendall doing their best to try and get a score, and that's about the third time that Na Piarsaigh have turned defence into attack. There was the chance when it fell into the hand of Carol McKeegan. He just got no room whatsoever to get a strike on that. 3 outfield players and the goalkeeper. Great defence by Na Piarsaigh. So 220 to 110. So double scores in Croke Park in the AIB Club Senior Hurling Final. Na Piarsaigh from Limerick City, a total of 26 points. It's 13 points to Cushendall from County Antrim. Massive crowd in Croke Park, 30,000 plus spectators expected today. Football starts at 4. Huge crowds in Dublin. St. Patrick's Day. We do hope you're enjoying your celebrations right across the world, wherever you may be. As the big man goes forward again, Adrian Breen back to Dowling, who seems to switch positions for the second half. Back in towards David Breen. David Breen, the number 11. Clash of the Ash, the prize of a score. Now they have a chance, David Dempsey. And Cushendall defend with Martin Burke, their last line of defence. And he puts it out for a sideline cut between the 45 and 21. 46 minutes on the clock. Quick ball taken. Na Piarsaigh, they have options. Nice little ball player. Alan Dempsey looks for his 4th score. Referee has spotted an illegal chop down. And it picked up the knock was Ryan McCambridge, the number 2. There's a good close-up of all the action. Nice fine day for that game of hurling. So the scoreline 220 to 110, and historically the All-Ireland Club Final has been troublesome for Limerick because Ballybrown, Patrickswell and Kilmallock all failing to clear the awkward hurdle. Well, Cheltenham may be up and running at the moment as well, and lots of horses. Been put under the cosh at times by Cushendall, but Cushendall just that little bit behind since the start of the game, and a glorious start for Adrian Breen and the Piarsaigh with that goal and the point. And line ball on the far side. Alan Dempsey had to go right in behind one of our cameras. They get that ball. Here is Alan. He wasn't happy with that. David Breen, however, gets possession. That's the 45. Oh, lovely stick work from David. Chased all the way by Owen Campbell, but David still gets in the shot. And the wides have been few and far between. That shot come from David Breen, the centre half forward from the Piarsaigh. 30 years of age now, David. 3 Limerick and 3 Munster. 1 under 21 title to his success. Great for a fella to have that on his CV. Many players in their hundreds going through their careers with no success, only taking part, which is the most important thing, I suppose, but to win is a bonus. Here come Cushendall. They'll look to get some kind of a consolation scoreline on that scoreboard and go for it. 220 to 110, the Piarsaigh lead here in Croke Park. They won the Limerick County Final 122 to Patrickswell 4-12. That's a 1-point win, 25 to 24. And in the IB Munster quarter final, 3-11 the Piarsaigh, 1:15 6 Mile Bridge of Clare. Aidan McNaughton left that one behind him. The Piarsaigh tidy it up. David Breen, big ball downfield, that will stay in between the whitewash. Peter Casey looking for his forward, lovely little corner forward. The Cambridge knew he couldn't hang on to him. Danger here now for Cushendall. Oh, he's lost his footing. Tries to get it into the danger zone, but is tidied up by David Carney of Cushendall. Back out to the middle of the park he sends it. But if to hold on to it, Alan Dempsey has it. He's looking for his fourth, and he's put it wide. In the IB Munster Club Hurling semi-final, the Piarsaigh defeated Thurles Sarsfields from Tipperary 215 to 17 points. And in the Munster Club Hurling final, the Piarsaigh 218, Ballygunner of Waterford 211, a 7-point win there. And of course in the All-Ireland semi-final, 122 in the Piarsaigh, Owler de Balla 20 points. That was after Wexford time. Extra time, I should say, not Wexford time. The Wexford men tested them that day. But in the Piarsaigh, who have been unbelievable all through the year, have sent in another one. Kevin Downs, 1 goal and 2 points for Kevin now. And 221 says it all. They're having a great day at headquarters in this AIB All-Ireland Club Final. Cushendall beat Ballycastle 216 to 115 in the Antrim County Final. It's a 22-point-18 win. And then they played a formidable Middletown from Armagh, 20 points to 12, 117 to 19. Middletown, of course, playing in a junior club final a few years back. Cushendall come forward. There's another one. They'd like to get that scoreboard up as high as they can. And the IB Club Hurling final in Ulster. This is the 1-point game I was telling you about. Cushendall 124, Schlockneil of Derry 317, 27 points to 26. And a big win for Cushendall then in the semi-final, beating the favourites from Galway, Sarsfields of course, on that day. 312 to 16. That was a massive day in the club's history. When the Piarsaigh now have a lot of damage done here, and we're back to double scores again, 222 to 111. 9 minutes remaining in Croke Park. The favourites tag has stuck well with Na Piarsaigh, and they will be the first Limerick team to lift the Tommy Moore Cup, and what a day it will be for Limerick hurling. 2 hands firmly on the trophy now. And to be fair to Cushendall, massive day for them. but that's how good Na Piarsaigh have been all day. And that man has been absolutely outstanding. Shane Dowling, another one for Shane. Certain candidate for man of the match, and the man that made the delivery to him, Adrian Breen, as well. He just took a backswing into that, timed it to perfection, picked it off, but he was always an outstanding player since day one, Shane Dowling. 17 when he lined out at full forward, as I said, for Ard Sculrish. All-Star 2014. Adrian Breen into the Hill 16 end. You don't mind those type of shots now, and you got 223 to 111 up on the scoreboard. We do hope you're enjoying our coverage. We do know we have viewers right across the world this afternoon on St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day to you and yours, and thank you for keeping with our coverage of Gaelic games on this special day. Don't forget, on Sunday we'll bring you more from the Alliance Leagues. Na Piarsaigh can see the score to Rorio Cushendall. Shane McNaughton, his third of the afternoon. We've got Vuvuzelas and Cushendall as well. Had to be sitting in the press section more so than beside one of those. Africa 2010 comes to mind. World Cup soccer. Here comes Kevin Downs, looking to add to his tally, turning and striking, and that's wide. Fine player too, Kevin. Another past pupil of Ard Sculrish, that man in your pictures, Kevin Downs. Brought onto the senior panel by the former Limerick manager Donald O'Grady. Scored 2-1 in a spectacular senior debut against Waterford 2 years later, and came on as a late sub in Limerick's Munster senior final win over Cork. That was a tremendous day for Limerick. My big memory of that was thousands of Limerick people in the Gaelic grounds in the middle of the park for hours after the game singing "Limerick, You're a Lady." Well, I'm sure they'll sing it tonight as Will O'Donoghue goes forward. Will looking for a score, he's got it. Both midfielders on the score sheet. Dempsey with 3, O'Donoghue with 1, and 2:24 now for Na Piarsaigh, and 6 minutes remaining in Croke Park. Cushendall have had a great journey to the IB club final. There are occasions you've got to enjoy and celebrate as Ewan McKillop comes in for captain Aaron Griffin. Ewan wears number 18. But it just wasn't to be for Cushendall, and Aaron Graffin will be disappointed. He would have liked to have lifted the Tommy Moore Cup here in Croke Park as captain of Rorio Cushendall, but I'm sure Cushendall will be back. They're not going anywhere. They've had a great journey. I've given you the stats, and this man has had a good game for them in the middle of the park today, Shane McNaughton, as he registers his 4 point. 2 first half, 2 second half. The name says it all. Bred to be a hurler. Kevin Downs. Big ball from Kevin downfield. Owen Campbell. That's Peter Casey. Oh, he's done everything right today, Peter. Gets that to David Dempsey. Oh, he hit the upright. Ryan McCambridge gathers for Cushendall. Now to David Carney. Gives him the call for the return ball. As Neil McMahon has come into the picture there. Back to Carney, who unleashes a pile driver downfield. With Na Piarsaigh oozing in confidence right throughout the afternoon, and their fullback Kieran Breen. Nice ball across field towards Shane Dowling. He just looks so comfortable in possession, Dowling. That's Kevin Ryan, who was the start, didn't start. Kevin puts it to the right and wide. I'm sure he'll get a bit of stick over that tonight. 2:24, 1:13. There he is, Adrian Breen, our man of the match. 1 goal and 4 points for him. He got a blistering start with that goal. He's the AIB man of the match, and well done to him. He's run every blade of grass in Croke Park today. Pat Leeson is in for Will O'Donoghue. Pat wears number 25 for the Na Piarsaigh men. Will O'Donoghue was on the score sheet is gone. There is Pat. And there's a happy man. Shane O'Neill, his backroom team of Kieran Birmingham and Alan Cunningham. They've made up for it here, the Piarsaigh. Cruel defeats to Lochiel Shamrocks in 2012 and Portumna in 2014. Brought plenty of old Piarsaigh, but they were resilient this year. They've bounced back. Their display against Oulart said it all. And now their display today says it all also. The Oulart victory was a yardstick to let us know what these men could do. They've got class in every department. Cushendall, to be fair, have got a great work ethic. They've worked so hard today, and it just wasn't to be. But there we are. I said they wouldn't give up, and they'd go looking for scores and goals. And the man that's on the field, just a few minutes, Carol McKeegan, has stuck it in the back of the net. 2-13 would win many an All-Ireland club final, but not today. There's the big ball in from McManus. Drops in around the 14. He gets a flick on it, McKeegan. And here's from a different angle. The camera behind the player, and there's the flick. Anything can happen, but they're just going to run out of time. 2:24, 2:13, and here's the difference. The man of the match goes forward, another chance. He'll take his point. No, he goes for a goal. And well done, Owen Gillen, in goal for Cushendall. Stopped it well. Cleared by Paddy Burke, the number 26. And Cushendall are going looking for more. How about that for a bit of character? Trailing by 2:24 to 1:13. They get the goal and on to 2:13. And credit where credit is due. The Antrim boys have given it everything, and they've just come up against a much better team on the day. So well done to John McKillop on a great year. He'll be disappointed it's not going to be his day. To Barney Reid and Leonard McKeegan, all great hurling men. Declan McKillop, Sambo McNaught, Nicky Condon and John McKillop. 2:24, 2:13. Just over 1 minute of normal time remaining. And 2:24 for the Piarsaigh is a total of 30 points to 19. There's 11 between them. And it's the Piarsaigh with the free out. That's their goalkeeper, Padraig Kennedy. 27, Padraig, big man, 6'1". He's got the 3 titles as well. Cushendall are playing as if there's only a point in it. Neil McManus knocks it back to his right corner back. The referee's going to give us a free. Kevin Ryan in full flight. That's where the free could be coming from as well. Ryan McCambridge got in the nudge there. Kevin would be disappointed he didn't get the start, but the positive of that is the man that did start in his place, Adrian Breen, got man of the match. You've got to credit the Bannistower manager for that as well. 3-2 Neil McManus. In around the house, one would imagine. Bandages from the knock he got on the chin earlier on. He's going for the point. And he's got it. Quality player. Big game for Antrim Sunday. They play London in the Alliance National Hurling League. They've fallen from their great heights of the past. All-Ireland final, of course, back in '89, lost out to Tipperary. I mentioned the O'Donovan Rossa, we mentioned Lochiel Shamrocks, now Rory Cushendall. But this is a big day for Limerick hurling also. The Piarsaigh about to be the first Limerick team to lift the Tommy Moore Cup. 2 minutes of additional time, and Cushendall come for more. But it's tidied up by Ronan Litch. Cahill King, nice controlled ball from King. Well, he got that to Dowling. That's a massive strike under pressure, but it's wide. But at this stage for the Piarsaigh, it's as good as a score. Back in it goes again, Alan Dempsey. Said a few times he was looking for his 4th point. He didn't get it. Maybe Paul Hayden would have got that one. He's enjoying our coverage today. And his wife Patricia, happy St. Patrick's Day to you all, and to all our loyal viewers who are enjoying the AIB Club Championships. They're looking in the border of Laois and Carlow. Good afternoon to you folks. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. Hope you enjoyed this one. 4 o'clock, the throw in at Ballyboden and Castlebar. Here's our man of the match, Adrian Breen. Goes again, good stop again. Well done, Owen Gillen. 2 terrific saves in the second half. And when the game was up, he played with a 100% attitude. And he's produced another fine save. This man has had a fantastic game. Adrian Breen shortened the grip on the stick, sends it in. And I don't think Owen Gillen knew much about it, but he put his body on the line to deprive Na Piarsaigh of putting the icing on the cake earlier than expected. 2:24 to 2:14. The last puck of the ball in the AIB club final will go to Pat Leeson on the 65 for Na Piarsaigh. Here goes Pat, 25 years of age, 25 on his back, and a white flag for Pat Leeson. 2:25 on the scoreboard. It's all about the number 25 on the 17th of March. 2:25 to Na Piarsaigh. It is 2:14 to Cushendall, and the Tommy Moore Cup is heading to Limerick for the very first time. Scenes of jubilation from the backroom team, the Bannister of O'Neill, Birmingham, Cunningham. But what a performance from Na Piarsaigh in the blue. There is the celebrations. That's what it's all about. The team who took the toughest journey. Commiserations to Rory Cushendall of Antrim. They've come here today. They've given it their best shot. They've had a magical year under John McKillop, but they were up against a good, strong, talented team in the Piarsaigh of Limerick, with the stronghold of Limerick Hurling faithfuls on that team. That says it all. Tears of joy in Croke Park, and the Tommy Moore Cup will be held in proud places throughout Limerick and in the club with its 48-year history. One of the youngest clubs in the GAA world. The heartbreak for Cushendall, but they know, and they know only too well, they've come up against the top-class Limerick team today. Cushendall have given it their best, but at half-time they had a mountain decline as Na Piarsaigh led 2-12 to 6 points. And at the end of full-time, 2:25 to 2:14 said it all. There's Peter Casey, 3 points for him. Scenes of excitement and jubilation. Kevin Downs, 1 goal and 2. Shane Dowling, absolutely fantastic from play. 3 points from play, 4 from frees, 2 for David Breen, 3 for Alan Dempsey in the middle of the park. Will O'Donoghue replaced late in the game. He was also on the score sheet. Man of the match, Adrian Breen, 1-4 for him. What a tally for that man. And there's a centre half back, Ronan Lynch, who struck a long range free in the second half. Well done, Ronan, the number 6. For Rory Cushendall, Neil McMahon is shone for them at centre half forward. Shane McNaughton in the middle of the park. Alec Delargy, a goal and a point. But it just wasn't to be. Fell up short during the game. That young man, Owen Laverty, is the number 29. But there is the full-time score. Na Piarsaigh of Limerick, 2 goals and 25. Rory Cushendall, 2 goals and 14s. Congratulations to Na Piarsaigh.
Sé leach na himmerthe do chuid AIB TG Cahar an seo tránóna. Iver a fethe Cahar leis Na Piarsaigh, Adrian Breen. Adrian, congratulations. Put it into words. How proud of Piarsaigh man are you this afternoon?
Listen, I'm just, as you've heard a million times in these interviews, I'm just over the moon. Like, what a team we came up against there, and Cushendall, like, we heard all about them, the Warriors from the north, and they lived up to it. Now listen, the scoreline, people might read it and say, oh, it was handy. By no means. They made us work for absolutely everything we got, and only for a good start, you know, we were able to keep the train rolling. But a fantastic team we played, and I can only say thanks to the management and the team I represent and the club and the supporters we have. Everything just, we needed every bit of it.
You didn't do too badly for a fella yourself who wasn't meant to start this afternoon. When were you told you were in the first 15?
Well, we had our last training session on Tuesday night, and they named the team later that night, and I got the nod. It was a throw-up between myself and 1 or 2 others, and listen, I'm playing for them and I'm playing for the team, and fair enough, it's me collecting this, but it's the lads I'm representing, and I couldn't be more proud of them. I just can't even believe what we've achieved today. It's absolutely magnificent.
You had your own goal inside 30 seconds. You got a goal and 4 from play. But was this the perfect performance because it needed to be in an All-Ireland final?
We needed every score we got. It needed to be perfect. It needed to be our best performance today. We were lucky it came good on the day, but it wouldn't have happened without the preparation that went in. And again, it's our management team, our coaching staff, everybody in the club. and they're the reason for the performance today. So the thanks is to them, really.
Well, cohort as Adrian is to left the Himmer agus Tom Brian Keating and Shahar Kyan AIB le Gradam left the Himmer half runner Adrian Breen.
So there is our man of the match, Adrian Breen. Some lovely words, some plain lovely tribute to Rory Oak Cushendall as he receives his man of the match award. And now it will be Cathal King to make his way up the famous steps of the Hogan stand to pick up the Tommy Moore Cup and take it back to Limerick for the first time in GAA history. So stadium announcer Jerry Grogan calls Connor, and there he is with Uachtaráin coming Luke Lasquale.
Banafina Fela Porrig Urlif Shingalair agus Mila Buyakas as Charlton Shog a Park and Croaking for Kenya on Clehe Canish Fortune of Agony New. While on Buyakas a Coronel on Dyrden, the Rory Oak o Cusha and Dala, August on the Piarsaigh, Mila Buyakas on the Him Rory Galair agus Buyan and Globina. Covron the Rory Oak near Irig living you up Tom which Fearbake Diepsha, Scotro the Yananship Con and Omanch of Corhan Keen, who is a chinny gun the Intrama, Nilaris or Bayorin Yanoga Mike Shibarash Sharish, Goramayak of Rory Oak.
Oh, nice words for Rory Oak of Cushendall.
Wakas coming Luke Lasquale, a Coronel, the AIB Bank, as an Oriok Bra, Flahula, Huggin Sheehan doing, how much fear of Wakas Fasta, done Rachel, Upston, Hiffy Galair, a VA Gubber and Shot Lindy Bark and Croaking. Upton Curtin Bra, Shaw, Tommy Moore, a Dullarash and Ish, go Bail na Shunnan, a Hasty Gum, the Limney, he got Club Star Shin, Na Piarsaigh. Agus na Ítach an Rudés a Bhlian Starúil seo, Gulmaching Torchan Curtin do club atá animnithe in honor agus an almost a Fóric McFearish, by Galán Kelluru agus by Galán Ógájí Starúil agus is a club im Líana. Curtin sé álas orm an Curtin is a runner captain na Fórne an Leach Larger atá Nagal an Cathal.
So there we go, every player's dream to lift the trophy in Croke Park. And Cathal King lifts the Tommy Moore Cup for Na Piarsaigh. One title, their first for a Limerick club. They join Ross Gray, Castlegar of Galway, St Martin's Kilkenny, Kilruan McDonough's a tip, Borrisalee tip, Middleton Cork, and here's his speech.
Tommy Moore, she's great. Caroline the Eagles, Na Piarsaigh. Dús bar a bhil an folklore dús bí Rory Oak Cushendall. Dimar siad an úla críomh le cóhacht. Agus tá sé saléir an stadair tá déanta gur an fern sin gúil siad. Just hurling mad so. Tá an méid tradiisiún atá gibh. Bhí mar a caint kind of river in St. Blian go bhfuil a mídí líri. Our tradiisiún héin all in Na Piarsaigh. And looking up to what you have up there, your hurling culture and your absolute love of the game, it's almost second to none. It's incredible. So today was not your day, but your love of the game means that you will absolutely definitely be here again. Congratulations. It is an absolute honour to have worked under men like Shane O'Neill, Kieran Birmingham, Darragh Droog and Alan Cunningham. To say that they believed in us is short of the truth. They absolutely gave us everything that they have, and they knew all year that this is where we'd be and this is what we'd have, and that carried on into us, into our confidence, into our hurling. So lads, there is no words to say how thankful we are to the four of you. Well, we might have a few later, but none at the moment. Every year ago, Adam Kubla Fuckler off in our club. Ani Kubla Dini Lechela, Mila Negates a Shatska Hooked. In our new talk, Carolyn Ni. Dini Rog Gra, Kena, Dun Common Luke Lasquale, Axareviri, on sport show, on our sport, and our Shunta Imert, in our gar, Egan Tave, Shindan Gar. Agus Shishinan Gra, Viako, Shillian Fog, will be done show in you. That love that founded the club, the love of the sport, has carried on through generations. Every single week we see the volunteering down in our club and the people that absolutely love it. they're only there because they love it, and we are only here because of all of you. Thank you all very much. Wakes the day Thomas goes in Shaw, it's got to be a meal of Gaelic, okay? Na Piarsaigh Gaboon! Tá sé, ní ítach an árána chana.
Na 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 on the Super Blues, on the Super Blues.
So there we are, the celebrations, the speech from Cathal King. I mentioned the teams that all won one. Glenmore of Kilkenny also won it back in 91. Kiltormer of Galway 92. 6 Mile Bridge just out the road from Limerick City 1996. St Joseph's Dora Beerfield, also a Clare club, 99. Newtown Shandram of Cork in 04. Clarenbridge Galway 2011. St Thomas's of Galway 2013. And now with their first and Limerick's first, ironically the county's first AIB club senior hurling title, Na Piarsaigh from Limerick City. Well done Na Piarsaigh, and well done Cushendall in defeat. You brought a type of determined attitude to win the Tommy Moore Cup here today, an appropriate prize for whoever prevailed. Well, Na Piarsaigh prevailed, but commiserations to Cushendall. Enjoy your weekend and your day in Dublin, albeit in defeat. He said it all in his speech, paid great tribute to great hurling people in County Antrim. But well done Na Piarsaigh on winning here as all the team go through and get a chance to lift the trophy. Kieran Daly goes in, that's Brian Shannon. And the next man in scored 3 points, Peter Casey. Next up is Josh O'Halloran, their number 23. And that's Mark Buckley there. The goalkeeper didn't get a lot to do, but what he did well, Patrick Kennedy. And the big man in the middle of the field, Will O'Donoghue, scored a point as well. Mikey Foley, their number 5. Mikey wants to fill that cup. And this man, David Breen, 2 great scores from play. And the man outside him, Kevin Ryan, who lost his place on Tuesday night when that team was picked, but he came on and played his part. He's happy, and the rest of the backroom team come and collect a trophy. It's been a day for Limerick hurling. It's been a good day for AIB Club hurling. The Warriors Cushendall have been defeated. Na Piarsaigh have won this one on a final score.